Ski Dad here from skidadblog.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a boot mount strap for your GoPro camera. I did some research to try and find a convenient and easy way to mount my own GoPro, and I tried one of the methods that I saw on YouTube, and that was to disassemble the head mount bracket, use the shorter piece, and essentially make an elastic mount for the GoPro. The problem that I had with that is that the camera is relatively top heavy in this situation here, and it would compress the rubber band or the elastic band down, and the camera would just rotate around that compressed elastic band, and I'd have a great shot of my boot for the last half of the run. So I realized that one of the simplest ways would be to just increase the rigidity of the strap. So that's what we're going to do today. Let me disassemble this one first, and then we can get on with construction of the new one. I went to a couple of different stores in order to find the materials, and having gone to one of my favorite local outdoor camping stores and not finding what I wanted, I went to plan B, and that was to purchase a dog collar. Now, I have a dog, and his collar looks nothing like this. This you could put on a bear. You can extend it out to 20 to 30 inches. So this is an extra large, adjustable, extra large nylon collar. Again, I've not received any promotion for this, but I got it at my local PetSmart. It cost just under $15, so I thought it's worth the risk to give it a shot. So let's get on with it. The first part of this equation is going to be making this strap such that you can feed it through the bracket that I took off of the head mount bracket. So I'm going to use the front piece of that bracket, and you can see that I added some duct tape to it, trying to give a little bit more support to this joint here. I may or may not need that duct tape, but for now I'm going to just leave it on and go with it as is. So the first step is going to be to cut this bracket, or this collar, and you're going to have to cut it in a couple of spots in order to number one, make it such that you can feed the webbing through the camera bracket, but also to remove this part here, which if you were using this as a dog collar, that's where you'd clip the leash. But in our situation here, we don't need it. So I've pulled out a couple of different tools. These are just average kitchen scissors. I'm not sure that these are going to do the trick, so I pulled out a pair of what are called trauma shears. So these, I believe, are stainless steel and have a serrated edge, and they're designed for cutting clothing, really. But in this case, we're just cutting some nylon webbing. So I'm going to make my first cut right through here, just to get rid of the rest of this material here. So let's see how this goes. All right, it's doing pretty well. And the good news is this is tough stuff, so this bracket should last quite a while. Okay, so that's step one. I've gotten the first part of this off. The next step is going to be to cut it right through here, cut through the seam, and that's a little more challenging because it's quite a tight fit. But then that'll let us get this bracket off and then use the rest of the webbing to make our finished bracket here. And for your sake, I hope I can fast forward through this, because this isn't the exciting part. Well, it's tough, but as you can see, I'm making progress. So let's keep going along like this. without the serrated edging. I'm gonna just try the scissors just to see if they do any better. In fact, they do better. Okay, so you're gonna be you're gonna be in good shape with just your average kitchen scissors. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, we'll go this way. Now you just want to take off this piece that we're not going to need. Okay, good. So now we have essentially our strap. Oh yeah, and I was gonna, whenever you cut synthetic material, as I'm sure you experienced with other things, you always want to fuse it so that the whole thing doesn't just keep coming unraveled. And so, again, we're just melting the fringe, not actually trying to set this on fire. And again, please be careful with fire. Okay, that should do it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now, there's a couple of things that we want to maintain here, one of which is the adjustability of this bracket. So this little thing here is going to help with that. And then, so let's do this. Let's give ourselves some slack. There. Okay. And then, now let's give ourselves some more slack. We can always tighten up later, but for right now, the slack is going to give us the ability to feed it through this bracket. So you have to just think about in terms of the orientation of this. So we're going to want to feed this through so that the buckle is in proper alignment. So we're going to go through the front of this bracket here. And again, if I hadn't just fused this piece of webbing like you just saw me do, this would be a mess. So don't forget to do that step. Okay, and then feed it through just like that. Now, you might want to play around with the orientation of where the bracket rests, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just give ourselves a little bit more slack. Then we put this end through the buckle just like that. And then again, you're going to have yourself a nice loop. And then I won't bother showing you this, but what I'm going to do is take this and with some pretty strong glue, I'm just going to glue that together. So that'll give me a continuous loop, as you can see, that I can buckle and unbuckle around my ski boot, and then also adjust the tension, or I guess the size of the loop. And again, with this dog collar, it comes with a nice little retaining piece so that it will retain any slack that there might be. And I expect this to perform wonderfully. I'm really excited to get this out on the snow and see how a really nice boot orientation or a boot point of view goes. The little bits that I got from my other attempts were really fun because you get to see the spray of the snow. You get a really cool shot of your own skis, and I suspect that this is going to be that much better. All right, until next time, this is Ski Dad signing out. Remember, check us out online, skidadblog.com, as well as on Facebook. And if you're watching this, you already know that we have a presence on YouTube. Thanks.